sort of some advice for those budding entrepreneurs out there. Crowdfunding. Angel List is one. There are others. Does anyone have any thoughts on that or experience?
Yeah, I mean, we did the Angels List thing, and it wasn't like a round-changing experience in the sense that it didn't all just kind of flow, but it was... we did a lot of competitions. We did Seed Oregon and Pan and OE and all these things, and Angels List, and all these were very good, I think, for like refining the message. And so by the time we did the Angel List piece, we refined the message a bit, and it was just really good to have sort of a place where you could open the conversation with, oh yeah, you saw us on Angels List, and end it with, get the terms there. And I think our lead VC did actually contact us through Angels List.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, originally, now that I think about it. So yeah, we definitely
it
worked out well.
End,
It did. We didn't do the deal through Angels List, but it was definitely worthwhile for sure.
And is that something you have all tried or thought of trying?
We were on Angel List, and I got
0.
I did Kretsu. I mean, but it's all again, there's a specific person looking for our company because there's a lot of competition in our market.
Okay.
So.
And ours is easy enough to understand that we actually planned on going on Kickstarter 9 months ago or so, and decided that we were a little too early on the product. But we're looking at that again right now. Kickstarter, because cyclists are very connected on the web. So that is an excellent place to gather those kinds of people and say, hey, here's something you might be interested in. So I think we may be going with Kickstarter depending on how our funding rounds happen here in the next few months.
Okay, so now as a segue, because in about 5 minutes or so we'll start taking questions from the audience, but as a segue, I know there's a lot of people sitting out in the room that have excellent jobs and ideas that they're thinking about that would be really great one day. And they're wondering, are they going to have to go all in to make this happen, or can they just keep doing it on the weekends? Talk about going all in and what that was like for you, when that happened, how you knew it was the right time to do that.
I guess the gut thing. I mean, we started this company. I came home with my wife from the hospital with our twin babies, and the next day, my co-founder showed up at the door and said, I think we can do this. I had just been shopping around a bit. He's like, I think we can do this. And we started the company the same week we came home with the babies. And it was not quite what my wife expected, because I was like doing a lot of consulting. I had a lot more time on my hands, and but it was like the right time to do it, and it was this amazing opportunity. And now, like, talking about motivation, I mean, I spend every other week right now in Texas. We're in Techstars as well, and I'm away from the kids, and it's really tough. One of them walked last week when I was out of town, but geez, you want to talk about something to like get you out of bed, make it happen. Like, I'm going to make this happen because I'm not going to have all this time away from them for nothing. So.
Okay, good story. There probably wasn't a worse time on some level. And yet,
it was the best of times, and it was the worst of times. Yeah, right. I had to do it.
And that's my story too. Not me personally, but my dad. I've told this story a lot, so I apologize if you've heard it. But they were dirt poor, but he had a good job. My mom's taking clothing apart and resewing it together with a little strip of fabric so the girls could. This is my older sister, so this wasn't me, but they could wear it another year. And my dad comes home and, looks like he had a religious experience. And, of course, my mom thought, oh, he got a raise or a promotion. What is it? I quit. And she's like, well, do you think it might have hurt to call me and tell me you were thinking about this? And, but anyway, they never looked back. Somehow you're there to do something else. And you have to walk away from one thing to seize the other. And he went on to build a large company and hire a bunch of people. He knew he was meant to be a job maker and not a job taker. But you don't know that at that moment, and you just have to take that leap of faith, I think, is what I'm hearing. Anyone else have any experience with that fear of should I, shouldn't I? Sounds like you had it on the cellular level. Like, it probably didn't even come up, Paresh, for you.
Yeah, no, actually, I know that, I'm supposed to say I was scared to go into this or whatnot, but for me it was a little bit different because I just had the confidence that I was going to make it work. And I've told people, for me, when you talk about the leap, for me the way I envision it is I'm on this plane and I'm the kind of guy that can just jump off the plane as long as I have thread, a needle, and some cloth. I'll build a parachute on my way down.
You just know that.
I just know that, and so it's not always the case, but with this, I just knew it, and so I was like, I didn't have a fear of falling. You don't jump out thinking you're scared. You just go and.
Well, it almost sounds, hearing you say, that didn't sound risky. What sounded risky was getting trapped in a life that you wouldn't have loved.
Yeah.
That would be risky.
It's true. Yeah.
Okay. How about you guys? Any other of you?
So, the CEO of Digimarc is an investor in every round, but the day I quit Digimarc, I blasted the song Freebird while I was driving across the bridge of the gods. You are scared when you're doing a startup, and I always say I'm 90% excited and 10% scared. But you got to be the person who likes being scared. I have friends, I'm scared. Good. I do things I'm scared. I'm scared of death of water. I windsurf. I've jumped off cliffs because it looks scary. I went off a second time to make sure I would go off of it again. And I hit my face because I was watching myself go down when the water hit me. You like it. One of the things I have to work on is I'm a little bit inside, a little bit of a pessimist. And to run a company, you got to be really optimistic. And one of the cultures I look for people who just, they see all the good, all the positives coming out. And that's a really, strong thing. My partner is really good at that. It just, no matter what roadblock, we're gonna get over it. It's gonna work. Go sign up customers. We'll make it work. So.
That's good.
And my thing is, like I said, 1 year out of college, I quit my job and started my own company, just very naively. It just felt like that's what I needed to do. I was just happier being out there and doing something on my own than having a job. And that was 33 years ago, almost 34 years ago, actually. So since then, it's been up and down because there's been companies, and when one company ends and economies go down, you're at that place again, and you have to come up with another idea. But that's the hard part, in some senses, that it's just like this. Right now, you're like, okay, where's the next paycheck coming from? And then sometimes you're just flying.
Okay.